Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Hawkman, issue number 21. You know how every so often I think of a cool little soundtrack for the particular comic book? This one would have to be Born of a Broken Man by Rage Against the Machine. But I'm a broken man. Yes, I'm a broken man. Because that's what happens to the big dude in this one. Let's get talking about who made this comic book. Talk a little bit about the book itself. Okay, so we have got Death's Doorway, the key. Robert Venditti is the writer. Oh, this is part 2 of that story. Robert Venditti is the writer. Fernando Passarin on pencils. Will Conrad left, man. That's a shame. He actually went to a brand new comic company that's pretty much headed up by Axel Alonso. That's wild. Anyway, flashback to the day. Eau Claire Albert and Wade von Graubager on inks. Jeremy Cox on colors. Rob Lay doing the letters. Raymond Bermudez doing the cover, and a variant cover by Trevor Harsine and Rain Barretto. It's a nice variant cover too. I thought about grabbing it. Hawkman was created by Gardner Fox. Baby! So we got the Titan Hawk in here, and he's just like, dude, you are not coming after me. You're not getting by me. None shall pass. None shall pass. Anyway, so all this crazy stuff and whatnot, and the freaking sky tyrant, he's trying to get by the dude, and turns out he's actually toying with him. He's clowning him. It's what's happening, man. He's just like, oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that to you, and he does it. Like, there's a moment here where he's just straight up smashed the dude's mace. I'm saying, man, like, maces are a big deal for Hawks, and this dude he smashed his mace, and he's like, this came back from the original Titan father guy. Sorry, I can't remember all these crazy names because there's a lot of crazy names in here. So anyway, this particular colossal Hawk character, he gets his butt royally handed to him, and it's like, man. By the way, where's his girlfriends? Is there like a giant-sized Shiara running around? Because I think about these things. I do. I can't help myself. So anyway, like, just, wow. There's some really cool diatribe. Because, like, Sky Tyrant just seems a little bit too powerful. For a guy who literally got punched in the face a couple times by Shiara and Homeboy went down, for him to just straight up clown this gigantic dude is... Oh, it was wicked. It's like, wow, I can't believe this stuff happened, man. Like, it was way too simple. Way too simple. I will give this to Venditti, though. I don't know how big the dude is. But, like, as a particularly big guy, I know that it's always funny whenever some little guy comes up and is like, oh, yeah, I could just go for your knees and I'll drop. Go ahead, dude. Because guess what? All of us big guys know that's one of the main places you're going to go for. And we're all ready for it. So I'm glad that he didn't just go for the knees and take him out. Like that happened in Thor, where it's like, yeah, you kneecap the dude. That's cute. I don't know, man. Has Galactus never fought anybody smaller than him? Because, like, that's what I've come across pretty much every single fight that I've ever been in. Some little guy trying to go for my knees. Eat kneecap. Anyway, so that doesn't happen here, and I genuinely respect that. Nice. Shows that the dude knows how to fight. There's also some great art in here. I'm not going to show you it because I want you to buy the comic book. I'm saying, though, there's a great part in here where, what do you call it? He's actually holding the Sky Tyrant. He's actually holding the mace like this right in the middle. So he's holding the stick right in the middle. He's got the whole stick. He's holding it right in the middle. The big dotted mace is up on top, the ball is on top, and he's just flying forward like this. I'm like, dude, this looks like it's straight out of, so like the artist, looks like he pulled this straight out of a martial arts magazine or something like that, because that's some serious Japanese and or Korean Do Fujikawa type style. I don't know what the heck it would be called, but anyway, we didn't do that in Shotokan, but I have seen that bow staff style being used before, where you're holding in the middle like this. Because if you think about it, a sword, you would hold at the bottom, and that's what you'd figure you'd do with the mace also. Bow staves are often like Chinese style. They're held like this, from the close to the bottom and then from the middle, so you can still get a good swing, so you can do whatever you're going to do. Go and look at Shaolin monks, the what is it, 21 weapon style. You know what I'm saying? You'll see that's what they always do. Swords, you hold them close to the bottom, you know what I'm saying? But like towards the top of the hilt, but like this, it's obviously the bottom of the sword. And a baseball, obviously you want to hold it about as low as you possibly can, unless you're trying to bunt, in which case you're acting like it's a staff. But this particular style, I've seen that used before. It's hard to recognize exactly where but it's a beautiful stuff because like it's you're not sacrificing a whole lot of strength, by the actual inertia, the torque of actually spinning it. But since you're holding it in the middle, you got a lot more balance, thus more speed. So it's literally the best way that you could hold a giant bludgeoning cudgel with dotted spikes all over it, spikes dotted all over it. Like that's the best way you could possibly hold it. I'm just looking, I was like, yeah, this guy's gonna straight up wreck this dude because he knows what he's doing. Loved it. And if I had to go any further with something that I really liked in the comic book, it was the part where Shi'ar was having a hard time communicating to Adam Strange and Ray Palmer because, hey, Adam, did you say Adam or Atom? Was there a T or a D? Hey, Strange, come here. Like, I loved that. It was a stupid little nuanced thing, but the devil's in the details, man. And that's the kind of stuff that just make, and you look at it and just like, okay, this was genuinely fun. I like that they did that. Anyway, they got the Death's Door, they got the MacGuffin, they got the key for Death's Doorway to the dark metal universe. I kind of wish the stuff would end. Turns out there's going to be a Dark Metal 2 and all that stuff. Whatever. I can honestly say I'm at least liking this book. Dude, look at how many comic books I've dropped, right? Look at how many comic books I dropped because I'm just like, dude, I can't keep on reading comic books. I dropped Superman and Batman. All my years collecting comic books, I never thought I would see the day where I'm dropping Superman and Batman comic books. And look at me now. You know what I'm saying? I picked them up again recently, but new writer, so whatever. And I even thought about dropping Hawkman with issue 20. I thought about it, but it's done well. It's done well, so I don't know what to say. Except, go ahead and get the comic book. And hey, while I'm telling you to do stuff, like the video. I'm sure you're already subscribed and hit the bell notification, right? Because Comic Book University has a whole lot of cool stuff coming out, including some of these cool things on the side. And don't forget, check it out. I just said I meant yo. I didn't mean it like that. Anyway, don't forget to check out, what do you call it, that you can actually watch an ad, and this way your favorite YouTuber, me, or any of us YouTubers, actually gets paid for the video that you're watching. Because we all put a lot of work into this stuff. We really did. Just the idea I spent $5 on this comic book, $3.99. I spent $4 US on this comic book, which comes to about $5.50 per issue. I'm Canadian. Yeah. So you're welcome. Watch an ad. Love you guys. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.